Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Quick update on reserve rights here because we've had a great bounce from the lows. Just taking a look at the mainnet launch, which is still at 88%, but it's progressing quite nicely. So hopefully we're looking to see a little bit more growth on that taskbar over the course of the next few weeks and months. But looking at Bitcoin, we've actually, initially we broke at range. I covered Bitcoin on this morning's market update video, so if you want to go and watch that, you'll see a bit more in depth of my thoughts of the market. But we're broken out here, and with that, since we've pushed up, some altcoins have followed up, and reserve rights has had a great pump too. Currently rejecting off this level of resistance, which is a given. You would have thought this is the area where we rejected off it multiple times, and we just need to keep his eyes on that because that will then give us a bit of an idea of what's going on with reserve rights. So we had that major pump back on 23rd of May. We are now on the 7th, so around a week ago since I had that pump. The rest of the market did sell off and the price came back down to 0.0046. But with that bullish price action of Bitcoin returning, the price of RSI has really started to push, and like on today's candle we're up 38%, which is something that we should be taking note of, because whenever Bitcoin is pumping, reserve rights is really reacting very positively. Currently, again, depends what goes on with crypto, but looking at this currently, we have a potential bull flag here. This is on the hourly time frame. We've got the clear mast and the flag that's forming there. So fingers crossed, if crypto does stay positive, we're going to see some decent price action, and hopefully we're looking to break out of this bullish bull flag here. So I've had somebody ask me on Twitter, because I post this chat over there, say what's your next target if we do break out of this, and I've said around 0.085. If you look into the past, it was a clear area of support around here. I mean, we didn't get many closures below it, loads of reactions on them closures on them hourly time frames, and we did get that push to the upside from there. So I think that's the next level we should look to achieve. If you're looking for a bit of a long position, I mean, be very careful with, so make sure you got some tight stops. With no leverage, you're talking around 17% move from current prices. I'd have a really tight stop loss some way down towards the bottom of that flag at around 0.007, and I'm trying to aim up to 0.0085. So potentially, if you're into leverage trading, that could be a little bit of a setup, but unfortunately it just depends what happens with Bitcoin, because if that does start to push on, then we're okay, and we've managed to flip this area to support. I think that'll be a bit of a bullish sign for most of the crypto market. I think personally that we are well overdue a little bit of positive price action across the board, because it's been very bleak, hasn't it, for 9 consecutive red weeks in the crypto market. And then at some stage, no matter how bearish it's going to be, you do get those swings up and those swings down, and I think we're overdue a swing up to the upside. So maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but at some stage over the course of the next couple of months, we will get a period of bullishness, and we will get a bounce back, and with that, the rest of the market will follow it. Looking at this on the bigger time frame, on the daily, we'll have a bit of a zoom out, and yeah, we've sold off massively. We've got actually look at my weekly to get a bigger picture of things. We've actually sold off horribly, and that's not just reserve rights, that's pretty much the entire market. If you look at from the very highs up at 11 cent all the way down to the lowest point there, a 97% drop. Who would have thought that with an asset that is fundamentally strong and consistently building? But that's what happens in bear markets, and that's what happens when price just started to tumble and people end up throwing a load of shit at the projects and FUDing. But that's basically what happens. For me, nothing has changed fundamentally. The project is progressing, it's still building, and Nevin is still attending these conferences and pushing out his vision of what he's striving to achieve. I've not looked at the stats, but application downloads within these Latin American countries are really starting to push up, and I think that's something that you really should definitely keep monitoring too. So dropping back down to the lower time frames, we go down to a 4 hour. And I've got quite a few levels in black here. Obviously we've got major levels of support, so we've talked about a little potential bullish setup there, but again that depends on the market. I think in a bearish scenario, if Bitcoin just comes back into range and keeps chopping for the next few months, you're obviously going to start to see some more selling off, and that's just due to fear in the market. People don't want to invest in something where they can see instability, and that's what the market is like at the minute. It is very unstable, and most of crypto Twitter are calling for a 15k Bitcoin, a 20k Bitcoin. Personally, I think it is possible, but for now I'm just remaining on the optimistic side of bullishness, so we'll stick with that. But if the prices start to tumble and you see it 97% down, you think, all right, can it come any further? Of course it can. And for me, that would just be further opportunities to load up. So like I said on previous videos, I bought at 4.7, so that's 0.0047, and I will happily buy lower, but I also happily buy at these levels. If you are looking to buy some though, I've got two major levels here marked up, which could be levels that we could drop down to. So we've got 0.005, so that's half of a cent. That's an area where the price has reacted twice to the upside. I think if we did drop down again there, we'd probably lose it, and then you probably would start to look at levels down at around 0.003. Sounds very bearish that, but it just is what it is, and you just got to take the rough for a smooth. I mean, a bullish sign here for me, if you look at the RSI on my daily time frame, we have hit a very, very low point. I think that's the lowest point it's probably ever been since the inception. So the RSI is on the floor, well it was, and it made a great reaction. So it actually pushed up to around, what are we now? Just over mid-ground on the RSI, and we've not really seen any major price action on my daily time frame. Yeah, I think for any type of bullish narrative, look, I've got this level marked up here. This is where we need to be, up at around 1.1 cent. Once we get back above there, I think you might be able to start getting a little bit more excited. And then we've got a key level up here. If you look at this wick here, all the way through, that's an area price needs to get back above, and that's around 2.3 cent. I think that's a long way off personally. I'm expecting something like this. If you don't want to watch this morning's video I did, we'll just look at this chart here on weekly time frame. These are my thoughts on the crypto market. So this is previous cycles. When we did it at all-time high in 2017, it took an exact year until we hit the cycle lows. Within that cycle, we had plenty of ups and downs, and I'm expecting something very similar to this. I think we're going to recover now, potentially up to around 33 to 37k, potentially 36, and then come back down. And hopefully by the end of November, that will be the cycle bottoms in, and the price will start to push on. I'm hoping for something like that, but remember here, this big loop, that's when the price pushed up and rejected, and same again here. It could be something like that. Like say on bullish cycles and bearish cycles, you still get ups and downs in either of those. So just take it for what it is, and like say, load up where you can, because hopefully buying some prices now and then laddering further down could be a great opportunity going into the future. I'm not going to cover the BTC pair. The Satoshi pair has been absolutely obliterated. So if you got some spare Bitcoin and you're wanting to buy RSI, I think it's a good level now because it's absolutely on its arse. But that's it. That's my thoughts on reserve rights and a little bit of a market there. If you're new to this channel and you want me to cover more of RSI, comment below. Make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll catch you next time.